100%.
Good.
Take it, go ahead.
Hello.
This is exciting. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome in Santino Ferrucci, Coyne Racing driver.
Yeah.
Got a few races under his belt last season, now in full season. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You got to be looking forward to this season.
Yeah, I very much am. This room's nice. They guys give you a corner view with lights and everything. I'm like so used to being in the dark right now. I'm just like,
It's
oh,
a high rent district.
yeah, this is gorgeous.
So I guess open up, just tell us what you're looking to accomplish in the next couple of days on the track, and then what you're looking forward to this season.
Yeah, for us, I mean, coming here, first time for IndyCar. A couple of times for me. I actually raced here back in 2016 in Lamborghini Super Trofeo. So it'd actually be the first track I can take Seb on a track walk, my teammate. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. But no, it's be an interesting 2-day test to try and get the cars sorted for the race when we come back in March. And you know, I'm more looking forward to just driving this track because it's very spectacular on the side of itself. So I think it's probably going to be one of our premier races, other than the 500, just because of the name that it holds. So.
Questions?
Last year, you came to the series and F2 was, GP2 was, there was some controversy. We all know that. But you raced in IndyCar and smooth, maybe not all the results you wanted, but how much did your IndyCar experience last year just help you burnish your reputation as a race driver and put all that other stuff in the rearview mirror?
Yeah, I mean, it's still there. It's always going to be there. It's something that it's very hard to walk away from, especially in today's age with media. So, I mean, a lot of people still don't know who I am fully. You still have a lot of opinions on me. Being able to have the opportunity to even come and race in IndyCar has been tremendous, especially from Dale. Doing the few races last year were very important. We ran very well in Sonoma and Portland. Fortunately, we had a couple issues with the fuel sensor. We would have had a really nice result other than running out of fuel. But racing is racing, and in Sonoma, I'm actually kind of glad I got to race on the track, considering we're not going back. It's a very fun venue, and I thought, the race there was, a lot of fun, a lot of overtaking, a lot of good passing, a lot of good racing, and when we finished 11th with the throttle that was stuck open about 35%. So it was a very long race, to say the least. But no, it's definitely it's a good stepping stone into this year. I got to work with Seb, got to learn a little bit the ropes for him, him being the veteran and everything. So it's puts you in a good spot to start the year.
I guess outside of Seb, I wanted to go back a little bit last year. Did you have a chance to keep in contact with Pietro throughout the process? I mean, just because he was injured during a part of that time, whenever you were in the car, being able to kind of lean on him just because he was new to that as you were?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Me and Pietro actually grew up together. So we raced karts together from, I want to say, the age of like 7 years old. And, we always had that connection. We raced over in Europe together in F3. And knowing him was definitely a helpful transition. It was unfortunate what happened in Spa. It gave me the opportunity to get a feel for IndyCar though. So at both hands, it's kind of like a plus and a minus. For if you look at it that way, I got to drive the IndyCar for a change, and having him to lean on as a great friend and a great driver was something else too. So I was kind of hoping to see him back this year, kind of like having him in the paddock. He's a great guy.
And I guess where I wanted to go with it is, y'all kind of essentially did a ride swap with the Haas situation. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, with him ending up over in that ride, and I guess what I want to know is you kind of more or less opting out of a situation like that to commit to racing in IndyCar. I mean, can you just talk about the decision behind that?
Yeah, I mean, I still have a good relationship with Haas. It doesn't make sense for me to really continue being over in America because I'm not going to be at any F1 events. For him and for the people behind him, they want him to still go to Formula One. It's a very difficult task to fit into that grid, and I honestly don't miss the European side of the sport very much. It's not a very great atmosphere. It's very tough. It's very cruel. It's very demanding. And coming back home here to America, you know, where it's more of a family run, and you know, it's a lot nicer, and everything that happens a lot more forgiving, and you know, quite happy for the opportunity. But I do kind of find it funny that he's there and I'm here. You know, we still chat all the time, but it's just a difficult road to go down. So, and seats are very few, and it's very hard to make a career over there.
Month of May, what are you most looking forward to? And have you talked to anybody or done any preparation? Because it's so much different than any other race you've ever done.
Is it too soon to say I'm looking forward to the golf?
No,
All jokes aside.
Great course?
Yeah, all jokes aside, I'm pretty nervous. You know, it's I've only had one other oval experience in my entire career, and that was at Texas for my rookie evaluation last October. And it's a different animal, to say the least. And for the Indy 500 to be my first oval race, you know, you take everything that Seb tells you to heart. You know, you listen to everything he says. You don't want to put a foot wrong, because you know you want to earn the trust of the veterans. You want them, because if they don't want to race with you, you're out, more or less. They can just put you to the back, and you're kind of SOL. You know, and if you listen, you know, you have an opportunity to show that you are sane, that you can race, that you are smart, and you are thinking when you get to the April test. This way, you can, you know, at least have a shot and play with the big boys. But it's a lot of prep going into it. It's something that I've never experienced. It's a race I've never experienced. It's something that has a lot of excitement behind it, a lot of eyeballs, and I'm very much looking forward to every moment of it.
Any other questions for Santino? All right. You're free to go.
Sweet.